At just 11 years old, Abigail Mulungi from Uganda is making waves as a certified international journalist. While most children at our age are still managing or imagining how their future would pan out, Abigail has already built an impressive career in storytelling. Her passion for journalism has not only earned her recognition from platforms like News Central Television and DWTV, but also helped her establish a thriving business. Abigail's remarkable journey showcases her talent, determination, and entrepreneurial spirit, proving that she has an age that has no barrier, but then is poised for success. So at this point, let's explore her inspiring achievements and the transformative impact she is making in the media and business world. Abigail Mulungi joins me from Kampala, Uganda. Hello, Abigail. Good morning to you. You're looking sharp this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Of course. Well, you're welcome. The last time we spoke on News Central Television, you were just about 9 years old, and now you are 11. Tell us what has been happening with you career-wise.
I have been reading news currently. I also got an opportunity to become one of the correspondents of DW Africa here in Uganda, and whereby I got to interview Husna Kukondakwe, the Paralympic swimmer who has won gold medals here in Uganda. I also got to interview the young Pan-Africanist, Akot Emmanuel. I also got a teleprompter whereby I started reading my own news, and yeah.
And that must have been a beautiful experience for you, I must say. But then let's talk about what actually even inspired you to pursue journalism at such a young age. How did that start for you?
I started when I was 3 years old, and I used to like watching news. I watched a lot of news, and I liked telling stories. When daddy could go to work and come back home, I would tell him everything that has happened at home. And then I understood, I went to find out that it was my passion to become a journalist.
That's quite interesting. So I'd like you to share some memorable experience that you have had during the course of navigating through journalism. What has it been? How has it been for you? What are the things that you have learned and has shaped your path?
When we had a lot of kidnapping here in Uganda, daddy came up with an idea, and he said that I was the right person for the video, since I like telling stories, and I liked the news anchoring. And he came up with an idea whereby we went to the field, and I interviewed children for the importance of knowing their parents' phone numbers in their head, just in case a problem can happen. They can contact their parents and they can be rescued.
Oh, that's very, very interesting, I must say, Abigail. So how can young people effectively monetize their skills? It's something you've done already, particularly, in this digital age.
What I can say is that when I started doing this, I got invited at DW Africa, where I got an interview. After the interview, I was asked whether I can be the correspondent. When I became the correspondent, I started earning a living. So what I would advise young people out there, I would advise them that they should not be shy. They should open up social media handles where they can sell their products, where they can share their talents. Because people are out there looking for talents, they're looking for your talent. So please don't be shy, just open up social media handles whereby you can show the world your talent, and also people can start buying your products, people start you start earning a living from what you're doing. And besides, some social media handles also pay.
That's very interesting. So let's understand what your goals are for the future in this journalism business.
I want to become one of the best journalists here in Uganda and in the world, whereby I can start reporting news for international TV stations like BBC, CNN, and DW Africa. I also want to become an architect, whereby I can start designing and building houses, because I love building, and so that I can have journalism as my career. and building as my business.
I tell you that I'm going to be looking out for you to see that you achieve all this. Hopefully, definitely, you will get there. Abigail, so tell us about some of the recent projects or maybe stories that you're reading. How proud are you and how far those stories have made impact?
The stories that I have heard is that I got to interview Husna Kukundakwe, the Paralympic swimmer. I also got to interview the young Pan African Mr. Coach Emmanuel, whereby it's not that easy to meet such people, and I never expected myself to reach such a level.
So, how do you establish connection with them?
How I establish connection with them is that when I go to DW Africa, I started interviewing people here in Uganda. So I got connection into them. So I got connection with them and I interviewed them.
Okay, so I want to put you on the spot now. Is this journalistic journey that you are you in it for passion or for money?
I'm in it for passion because I like telling stories and I found out that it's my passion to become a journalist and one of the best journalists here in Uganda and in the world.
Mm. Has there been any way, any time that you've actually struggled during the course of this journey where you felt you needed to probably sit down, think back, and see how you can recalibrate, or maybe there were times where you were discouraged?
Yeah, most times maybe when you don't have internet and I need to post like videos. Most times I need maybe to call maybe like some interviews. I need to maybe like post some videos, do some online interviews, and most times there is no internet here, and there is no good network around here.
I understand. That could be a challenge. Okay, so I understand that you have a gift for me, so let's unpack it and see what's in it.
Okay.
In tribute to those who died in anti-government demonstrations this week. According to NGOs, at least 30 people died in protests driven by a government drive to substantially raise taxes in the East African country, although the government has not given any official toll. The largely peaceful rallies turned violent last Tuesday when lawmakers passed the deeply unpopular tax increases following pressure from the International Monetary Fund. Police opened fire on protesters who stormed the parliament complex and the fire broke out. The clashes were unprecedented in the history of the country since its independence from Britain in 1963. That's very interesting, I must say. Thank you so much, Abigail. I wasn't actually expecting that. But that was beautiful, I must say. It's more or less like reliving the moment. And of course, almost the same suit, and the difference is just the tie. Thank you very much. I'm blushing right now. But I must say that you're actually doing a fantastic job. And of course, the sky is the starting point for you. And I believe that you are going to ace all steps. Abigail, what would you say in your parting shots?
Pardon me?
Yeah, I said, what would be your final statements, looking at everything we've discussed about?
I would like to say thank you for the opportunity of this interview. Thank you for bringing my voice out there. I really don't take it for granted. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Abigail Mulungi, a certified international journalist, for sharing your thoughts, insights with us. And I believe that a lot of African children will be taking inspiration from this and will be gunning for the best in any respective field that they choose. It's nice talking to you. Thank you.